everyone, welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining in today. So today's reading is basically going to be for my singles, people that are single, they're out there and they're trying to date, find someone. And so what we're going to look at is if there's any blocks or anything like that. This is a generalized reading. It's very short. Again, so that if there's something that's there that you just kind of need to know as far as like what's going on, what's coming in, what energies are coming in for you. So the tarot cards that I am going to be using today is a law of attraction cards, and then also traditional tarot cards. Now these cards are a little bit bigger, as you can see, than this one. But I just love them. I love the imagery and on them, the artwork that's done. So we're going to go ahead and start. Basically, the way that it works is whatever number you resonate with, whatever numbers that you're drawn to, just go to that pile. The numbers will be listed in the description below. There's a timestamp. There might be more than one that you're drawn to, and you can do that as well. But specifically for this one, you want to pick the one that is really standing out in your mind. Go with your gut instinct. Go with the first thing that comes into your mind. When you start second guessing yourself, that's when you're not choosing the correct one. Just go with your first instinct. And the way to do that sometimes as well, again, take a deep breath and just where your mind, your eyes go to, choose that pile. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with pile number 1 today. So I'm going to kind of get that out. So for pile number 1, I have the Hermit card in the traditional tarot deck, and then I have this one, basically the law of attraction. This speaks of victory. So this is a great reading right here. So what this basically is saying is that you might be kind of in a hermit mode right now. Just like, a hermit crab or anything is kind of in its shell. It hasn't come out yet. It's in its shell, and it's in its shell for a reason. So for protection, whatnot. But with this one, really, it has to do with kind of going inward, having a time of quietness, whatnot. And for this one, what I'm really wanting you to do is to get out a piece of paper, whatnot, and list out the traits and stuff that you would like to see in a partner. Things that are very, very important to you. If you're a specific religion, and that's something that's important to you, that you want your partner to share the same ideology, the same concepts with you. Spirituality, that can be really, really big. So put that down if that's very, very important. What are these things? If you're a camper and you love to camp and that is just something that you do, or you fish all the time, and you would really like a partner that would enjoy doing those type of events or activities, I should say, with you. Write that down. So this is a time right now of just kind of going inward a little bit. Having that time of introspection, but good news, victory. Someone is coming in for you. So I just want you to know that right now. But there might be a time period of just kind of like this quietness that you need to go through and going inward for a little bit. But victory is ahead. So this is for pile number 1. We're going to skip to number 2. Is where we're going to go. And so for my number 2 pile, we basically have the 3 of Cups in the tarot. And then we have this beautiful Cupid who is shooting his arrow. So this is very, very specific. This is basically like energy that's actually, I feel like, is already there. So with this one, I feel like this one you actually might even have like multiple choices. 3 of Cups has to do with the heart. This has to do with collaboration, so with other people collaborating. It could get a little X-rated here. There could be something with like a 3 poly, if you're in a poly relationship or anything like that. I'm not going to say anything sometimes if a child is watching or anything like that, so kind of keep that like PG. with this one, I definitely see also, I see friends and family kind of collaborating. They could be coming in and giving their 2 cents, trying to set you up on dates, that sort of thing. Go with your instinct, but at the same time, don't be closed off to the possibility that's out there, because Cupid is like shot his arrow, and as you can see, there's actually, there's the 2 hearts here. So it's almost like Cupid's like, boom, I've got a person for you, at least one person, definitely. So, but I'm showing here that there's going to be a lot of collaboration. Your friends, family, that you're close to might want to, give their opinion. Ask them for their opinion as well. That is very important. Sometimes when we ask people what their opinion is, it can help us to see things that we may not be looking at in their perspective on things. So this one's a great card. So number 2, there's your reading. I'm going to move on to number 3. So with number 3, this one I have the 7 of Cups, we have here, and then I have travel, which is coming in. So with the 7 of Cups, this actually has to do, it's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, energy that's coming in. So this could be you, this could be maybe someone else that is going to have that sign in their charts as well. So with the 7 of Cups, this is about dreams. This is about things that you've been kind of dreaming about, that you've already made that list. You kind of already know kind of what's going on here with that. So I see that there's going to be some kind of travel that's going on with you, whether you're traveling somewhere else to meet a person, that person is traveling from far away to meet you as well. So you might have to travel a little bit in order to, go to this person, or that person come to you. I'm also getting on this one as well is, when you see an airplane or you dream about an airplane, usually this has to do with your thoughts and your ideas. And it's about aiming high with your ideas and stuff like that. Don't have it just be a dream. This isn't just a dream that can come true. It is something that can be reality. So let your dreams fly high. Let know that the dreams that you have that are inside of you, it can happen. And the things that you want, that you think that might, oh, well, there's just no way that that's going to happen because it's too high, right? It's too high in the sky, my ideas that I'm wanting. And, it's not at all. So Spirit is saying, it's not, and you can have that. So your dreams can, so what you need to do with this one, and I'm going to say for this pile, is stand in front of the mirror. You need to, I would say affirmations for you. And the affirmations would be, I deserve to have the best because I am the best. I deserve to have the best because I am the best. I deserve to have the best because I am the best. So, I hope that helps. So comment below on the reading here, and we are going to move on to number 3. So, with number 3. For this one I have, this is the High Priestess that is coming in. And then I also have this one, which has to do with renewal. And you can see that card there. But basically with this one is the High Priestess is coming in. She basically at this time is saying that this is going to be a time period where you need to rejuvenate yourself. You need to kind of have a time for yourself where you're loving yourself and you're really taking care of yourself and your needs, your emotional needs, your physical needs. And she is coming in. The High Priestess knows exactly what's needed, but in order to be the high priestess, now again, this can be male, female, gender doesn't matter, anything like that. It's the energy. So in order to get into this place, where your highest place, you need to be able to take care of yourself and take care of those needs and stuff. Once this is done, that energy will move in, and you will attract that energy that'll come into your life. So, this one, I am feeling that it may be 6 months. I'm getting 6 months, that something may come in. Could be sooner than that. I'm 3 months for some of you guys, but they're really urging this time of kind of rest, going in. We're doing, maybe self-help books, if there's anything, and having fun. Doing stuff that rejuvenates you. If you need more naps, sort of thing as well. Making time for yourself. And then once that's done, and it's never done. I shouldn't say it's never done. We're always have that within us as human beings. I would say where, we need those times where we're going inward and we're working on ourselves. But this time, especially for you specifically, Spirit is saying that you really need this time just to take care of yourself for a little bit. Self-care is very, very important. So, don't forget about you and what your needs are. And then love will eventually come through. So, any comments you have or anything like that, just please comment on the, below. And we're going to move on to our pile number 5. So, with pile number 5, this one is going to be 7 of Wands. Okay? And 7 of Wands, and then I also have this card right here. As you can see, it's like this man is coming. He's a cowboy, and he's kind of like he's following this other guy, and could be a thief or someone that's trying to get away, and he's trying to get him. I actually when my ex at the time had come back, when he came back, I actually got this card, and it was basically like, someone's wrangling in the person, and they're going to come in. So, so with this card, with the 7 of Wands energy, Wands has to do with fire energies, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This might be you. This might be the person that's coming in with this one. But the 7 of Wands has to do with holding your ground, protecting yourself, boundaries as well. So what you need to kind of do at this point with Spirit is urging you to do is don't pick people that are not worth your time. Okay. At the same time, sometimes we can be too guarded, we can be too protective as well. So it's being able to see what's out there for you as well, but also guarding yourself as well from people like this. He can be like, I look at this and I know Spirit telling me is this like a thief, someone that's coming in that shouldn't be there, sort of thing as well. So protect the people that are coming in to your space, because your space is that's your sacred, your sacredness. And so the people that you're dealing with, the people that you're talking with as well. So I also see this and feel this as you might need to put some boundaries up. Yeah, I'm getting that actually very strongly. This is boundaries that's coming up in here. So make sure that you are creating boundaries and not just letting anyone into your personal space. So this is really what this is about for you. and recognizing that maybe people have run over you. Um, you've given a little bit too much in the past, and you haven't guarded yourself enough, taking care of just yourself as well. So Spirit just kind of wants to remind you of that, and know that kind of once you start doing that, someone will come in. Someone will come in for you, but you need to know what your self-worth is. That's what I'm showing here, and your boundaries. You need to create boundaries. And if someone is doing something, coming in, dating, something's going wrong, and you're just kind of are attracting these type of people, this is a time for you to stop, kind of thing, and create those boundaries. And if someone's saying something, on social media or something that's not appropriate, that you don't like, this is when you say, no, you know what, no, you're not going to talk to me that way, or just ignore it. Go on, see who else is out there. So this is what this is about for you. And I'm going to be moving on to my next pile, which is pile number 6. Okay, so for pile number 6, I have the Queen of Pentacles that's coming up here. Beautiful card. You can see that. And this one right here, which shows a man that's at a bar. He's drinking, right? He's just kind of hanging out. But if you look, he's kind of like thinking. He's just sitting there drinking a beer, having a cocktail, kind of, thinking about what's going on here. So, okay, so there's a couple messages that I have here for you. So if you've been out and at the restaurants or anything like that right now, I know that the bars right now, if it's just a bar, is not open unless they're serving food. But if you've been at the bar kind of hanging out, trying to like see who's out there, sort of thing. Now with the Queen of Pentacles, I want you to think about a couple things here. Are you aiming too high? Okay. Now, that sounds really a little bit crazy, but I'm talking about, okay, are you only looking at like, I only want like a supermodel, and that's the only type of person that I want to walk into my life. And that's like, you have this criteria, which is like, it's not serving your highest good. It could be very superficial, what you're seeking, because the Queen of Pentacles, she can offer you something that's actually very beautiful. It's actually everything that you want. And so with this one, I'm getting a sense of what is your standard of beauty? What is your standard of what a person looks like, whether they're handsome, beautiful, that sort of thing. Looking more as far as what characteristics do you want that a person possesses within themselves. Now, yes, we do. I believe in physical attraction. We need to be physically attracted to the other person. But physical attraction can manifest itself in different ways. So, for example, you might, and you may not even know this about yourself, this could be something where it's like you actually might be attracted to people that are very, very intelligent. And that intelligence actually, starts, it kind of makes a person physically more attracted to you. So with this one, I'm getting that you kind of maybe need to broaden your horizons a little bit more. Kind of need to see what's out there for you, because there could be some options that you're just kind of like overlooking and not looking at. Because the Queen of Pentacles wants to come in. The Queen of Pentacles wants to come in. She wants to offer. This is about earth energy. She is offering something to you, but you're not really looking. You're not. You haven't. You're kind of stuck in your mind. Maybe stuck on a past hurt. I can see this as a past hurt. As well, and so you're kind of blocking this energy from coming through. So a way to do this is just kind of be open in a way where, and the way you do that is just by talking to people. If a connection starts building, then and just let it flow. Let it see what happens. And see, you may not, it doesn't mean just because you're talking to someone that you're going to marry you. It doesn't mean that. Or even go on a first date with them. Sometimes just talking to people can like help you discover things about yourself and maybe what you like and don't like, and maybe things that you possibly are like, oh, I kind of maybe like this part of a person. Maybe that's something that I didn't know that maybe I like, and that I would like in a future partner, sort of thing. But I'm really making sure that your connections are not superficial, because they've been superficial before and they haven't worked out, and they won't work out if you keep them in the vibration, and that's what you keep looking at, is just for the outside and not the inwardness. So you might have to kind of look inside, as far as like I said, if you've gotten hurt and stuff like that. Know that you're worthy of something that is much more than what you've had before. Okay, so I hope that reading helped. Please leave a comment below for me, and then we are going to go ahead and move on to pile number 7. So with 7 on here, 7, I've got the Justice card that's coming in. And then I have this man that's actually on a tightrope. And this is our Law of Attraction cards. So my Justice card comes in, basically, it's just as it says. So Justice comes in and says, okay, we need to take care of business. Balance is off. Fairness needs to prevail in this situation. So what I'm seeing is that for this group, you've been walking the tightrope. You're trying to be careful with the words that you're saying. You feel like if you say something, it's the wrong thing. If you don't say the right thing, you say the right thing and then you still get rejected. You feel like you're kind of walking on a fine line. So Justice, where this is stemming from, this has to do with feeling not heard, not feeling that you've been justified before. Someone's maybe have walked over you. You're not wanting that to happen again. What Spirit is saying is get off the tightrope, get off of it together. Don't sit there and worry about what you're saying, what you're not saying. Because you're worrying, you're causing this to happen. Your worriness is causing this to happen. So get off of it, chill for a second, go drink a beer or something, whatever you're into, So chill out for a while, and be just and fair in your okay, this has to, there's like, if you want people to be just and fair with you, and you don't want to feel like you're on this tightrope, somehow you're creating this energy with other people in your life, and you're not being just and fair. So this is a time for you to be honest with yourself, with who you're not being just and fair with. And because once you start discovering that, you're going to not be in this energy anymore. So we have to be, if we want justice, we have to be just with ourselves. So this is big. This is big for you guys on here. So if you have any comments for me below regarding this and what's going on, if you need, any further suggestions or anything like that, or further reading to dive deeper into what you need, anything else you need to do. But like I said, my readings are pretty straightforward as far as Spirit telling, coming through to me, telling you exactly where you're at and what needs to be done in order for you to move through that next door. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. We're going to move on and we're going to move forward. on to pile number 8. So for 8, let's see what we have here today. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. It's wonderful energy. And then we have this windmill that's here. So when I'm looking at this, I'm looking at harvest. You know, it's fall time right now. So I'm looking at something that's actually happening right now, actually currently. You have someone that's actually probably already came in or is coming in, is right in front of you that you're talking to. And you maybe don't even believe that it's happening. You're like, what is this person really real? Is this really going on? This is a confirmation from Spirit to let you know, yes, they are the one. You know, go with it. Harvest is coming in. Reaping what you sow. This is a very good sign for this pile number 8. 8 also represents infinity. So sometimes if you look at it, it's like a spiral, right? And one end of the number 8, you know, some of this downward spiral, we think that part of our life is like, is this ever going to end? This is crap right now in my life. But then there's that period where it goes up, okay? And it's like the seasons. The seasons change. They don't, you know, we can be in, there's a period of grief, there's a period of like stagnation where maybe something's not going on. That does not last forever. Things change, just like the cycles, you know, in life, the seasons change. So this is a confirmation to you that they are there. This is a yes. If you were asking a question, this is also a yes as well. So pretty straightforward for this one. I don't really have anything else other than that. So we are going to move on to pile number 9. And again, let me know what you think on that. So for our last pile for this one, I have the 10 of Swords that's coming in. Okay. So with the 10 of Swords, Swords energy has to do with air energy. And we also have here, we have partnership, we have friendship. So with the 10 of Swords energy means that you've kind of had your guard up for a while. You've been surrounded by this energy of something maybe not working in your favor. Has maybe felt stagnant. I don't know if stagnant is really the right word. It could be to describe this energy that's going on here. Maybe feeling like you've been stabbed in the back with this energy. But what's coming in, and this is interesting, this one's a little bit different. I feel like this one has to do with like a work situation, and that you're meeting someone possibly through work situation. Because it's actually starting off as a friendship. This can be like a business deal or something, and through that business deal, someone comes forward. Okay. Through work, someone comes forward to you. Okay, through that. And you're actually able to, you're moving out of this energy if you're still here, and then there's going to be a deal that's made. I keep hearing deal. I keep hearing that something is going to work in your favor. It might take a little time for that to happen for some of you, but I have this has to do something with your work related to that, and someone that you know, someone that you're reconnecting with that you maybe didn't even know. that was there, you're connecting with, or through that person. So somehow it's going to be related to that, is what I'm getting for really strongly. Now, again, this is a generalized reading. This may not be for everyone, but please leave a comment in the section below and let me know your thoughts and what you think on that. Like I said, if you want a more personalized reading, this is just kind of like a general type of reading, whatnot. There might be parts of it that you were like doesn't resonate, some of the other parts do. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reading for my single group. And like I said, if you would like an extended reading, go ahead and just email me and let me know, and then we can go ahead and get a reading done for you. Have a blessed day.